Hey, and welcome back everyone. I hope you guys had a great day so far. Today, I have a haul for y'all. I always wanted to mention this just once. Trying to be funny and cool at the same time. Yeah, so me. Listen, I went to TkMaxx. And I know that a lot of you guys know what this means. I've gotten myself some really nice pieces. Stuff from makeup to skincare. Perfumes. I love this store. I go in there way too many times to be true and to even admit to myself. No, this is not a sponsored video by any means, although I think it's about time for them to get in contact with me, work something out, because I spend way too much money in this store. I literally get everything from there. Last time I checked, about 70% of my apartment now consists of stuff that I bought from TkMaxx. It's ridiculous. I went absolutely nuts in the perfume aisle this time. I never in a million years anticipated all of the perfumes that were on my wish list for a long time to appear in an actual TkMaxx. I could not believe my eyes. It was magical. I don't know if they potentially even read my mind or listened to my best friend Annie and me talking on the phone, because we constantly talk about perfumes and what we want to get next. So basically, I stumbled upon a lot of these perfumes that are not going to be very mainstream-esque, so to speak. I'm not a fan of these typical girly girl, fresh, fruity, super sweet scents. I'm not into that. I'm very much into the ones that smell sensual and deep and woody and smoky, like tobacco even. I like a lot of vanilla and rose. The second that I stumbled upon this particular one, I could not contain myself. I had to grab it immediately and get it. I'm talking about this niche perfumery, Serge Lutens. This one is his Bois Vanille. If you're a fan of niche perfumery in general, I'm 1,000,000% sure you have heard of him. In my personal opinion, he does one of the most complex, sensual, like really mood-enhancing perfumes in my personal opinion. It smells very sweet, I have to say. It smells warm sweet. It's not this cheap vanilla smell. It has a lot of depth in it. It smells smoky a little bit, and it kind of just enamors me in a very warm, cozy feeling, especially now during autumn. I gravitate towards this a lot. I wear it right now and I can smell it, and it makes me feel very happy. It triggers happiness with me, which is very important for scents. And if you guys have never smelled it before, you need to check this one in particular. Bois Vanille is outstanding. It's one of those most sophisticated vanilla perfumes you will ever come across, hands down. I very much love his Chergui, and I think the other one is called L'Orpheline. I want to get this one next. All right, moving on to the perfume that I have declared for myself to be my all-time favorite. My signature scent. I don't want to be without it. It encapsulates everything that I love about a sensual, deep, yet a little bit sweet perfume, in lack of other words. I'm very bad at describing things like that, I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best to get across what I'm talking about. So with perfumes in general, they trigger memories and feelings and just a certain behavior and mood in me. So whenever I wear particular scents, I feel a different way, if that makes any sense. So after I stumbled upon this, I could have not gotten enough of this perfume. I've gotten a lot of compliments even from strange people at my workplace asking me what I wore. So ever since I discovered it in my TkMaxx, I of course had to get it in full size. This is it. So this is the Roberto Cavalli Tiger Oud. Check this out. You guys have no idea how much freaking satisfaction this just gave me. I'm so lame, I know, but I love opening the box, looking at this gorgeous bottle that might look a little bit tacky to some people. To me, it looks classic and just absolutely expensive and super special. I love the bronzy mirrored aesthetic it has, and it smells like what I would envision a super confident, sexy, independent woman to smell like. It has a definitive rose undernote to it. I like rose in my perfumes as long as they don't smell soapy. This one doesn't. If you guys have smelled it before, please leave me down below your opinion. I'm a huge fan. I don't want to be without it ever again, and I love it so much. But I'm not finished here. I have another one of these. This one is the Roberto Cavalli Oud al Qasr. I have no idea how to pronounce it properly. I'm very sorry. But same box aesthetic here. Oh my goodness. I know I'm a freak. This, compared to Tiger Oud, smells a lot heavier, smokier, much more woodier in essence. It doesn't have this sweet component to it, so I would say this one is more unisex, more masculine, so to speak, but still, I love to wear it on me. To me, this smells like sitting in a big cathedral, being surrounded by incense, and kind of like this cold scent. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it smells a little bit cold and incensey and woody and deep and just overall amazing. However, this is one of these perfumes. I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's very unique and particular. I have another Roberto Cavalli for you guys. I swear this is truly not a sponsored video. Heck, I'm just a fan of his creations. I have to say, I hated this initially, to be quite blunt. It's called Just Cavalli for her. It smells really heavy and sweet, almost like molten caramel. But what I have found to love about it is that it doesn't have this citrusy floral component to it to balance the sweetness out. It's just a straight up very sweet perfume that smells very caramelly and gourmandy. It had to grow on me. I had to wear it for prolonged periods of time. It was a blind purchase for sure, but I'm now so happy that I have it. I wore this about 2 weeks straight every single day, and I can't get enough of it. I also stumbled upon 2 makeup products that were both untouched, which is quite rare in TkMaxx, and have now crystallized themselves as my new favorites. I'm going to get started with this gorgeous, outer-worldly perfect highlighter by Illamasqua. It says on the box that this is supposed to be a blusher, but I couldn't disagree more. It's a very shimmery highlighter that looks insanely flattering, even on my very fair skin. I'm wearing it today on the usual high points of my face, as well as in my inner corner. It's in the shade Rush, and it kind of reminds me of what Becca's Champagne Pop could be. And although I personally don't own Champagne Pop, just judging from the swatches and from other people's videos, this could be somewhat similar. It doesn't look too peachy, it doesn't look too gold on me, and as you can tell, I'm super fair. It looks super flattering, just like a natural, really great colored highlighter, to say the least. I have fallen in love with it. I cannot believe that this was untouched and intact. So yeah, this is Illamasqua's Rush. The other product that I purchased is the Revlon Just Bitten Lipstain Plus Balm. I was actually specifically looking for this because I knew TkMaxx carries a lot of discontinued items, makeup especially, and I always wanted to get myself a lip stain because I miss these types of products. They're discontinued in every single cosmetic range in the drugstore as well as on the higher end market as well. So I was super happy to have found this in the shade Desiree. So it's basically a little bit darker than my natural lip color, but it's completely undetectable. You cannot tell whether I wear anything on my lips, so I prefer to wear these on my so-called no makeup days when I just want to step out the house to run some errands. I love these, and I definitely want to get some more colors of these as well. So recently I discovered that a lot of TkMaxx stores started to carry a substantial amount of Korean skincare. I felt rather overwhelmed, but extremely happy at the same time because I'm a huge skincare junkie, as you guys probably know. I love myself a good sheet mask. I love some serums and creams and lotions and potions. However, I have gotten extremely selective and minimalistic about my everyday routine since my skin at the moment is extremely breakout prone, and I personally just don't want to over aggravate it to some unnecessary products because the routine that I have now established for myself seems to work. I don't break out as frequently anymore. And yeah, but still, I like to indulge into some greatly formulated skincare every once in a while. So of course, naturally, I picked up a few bits and pieces, like these sheet masks. I love sheet masks so much more than just a regular cream mask because I feel that they give me a much better effect. They shrink my pores, they make my entire complexion look glowy and even, and makeup application on top is so much easier and looks nicer. So I've been reading a lot about this brand, SNP, Shining Nature Purity, and it seems to be very popular because apparently this brand states their exact concentrations of active ingredients on the front of the packaging. Unfortunately, I'm not very well versed with Korean, but I've been very enjoying these. They are one of my favorites. I'm generally a huge fan of the My Beauty Diary Black Pearl mask and the Bird's Nest mask. They're just my all-time favorites, but these are amazing too, and they were really, really affordable. So this is the Gold Collagen Ampoule mask, and the other one is the Charcoal Mineral Black Ampoule mask. I already used both of these, really like them. They do the trick with just making my skin look fantastic, and as soon as I'm going to see more SNP sheet masks, believe me, I'm going to get more. I also stumbled upon this brand. They had a lot to choose from in TkMaxx, specifically from this one. Never heard of it before. It's called NeoGen Dermalogy, not dermatology. It's their advanced routine treatment age defense serum with multi-action formula, brightens skin tone and fights wrinkles. I really like the sound of the ingredient list. It's super long, as per usual with Korean skincare. They love to load their skincare with a ton of extracts that are very hard to research on actually, so I'm not 100% positive whether this is completely irritant free. However, I love that this one seemingly has a high content of niacinamide, vitamin E, some peptides, as well as snail secretion. I really like it. I like the product by Qasr the most. It makes the skin so soft and smooth, so I cannot wait to give this one a try. The other NeoGen product that I've chosen is the Advanced Radiance Treatment. It's the Super Moisture Radiance Enrich Oil with skin rejuvenating pearls. Provides luminous radiance and builds moisture barrier. Same thing here, there's a lot of niacinamide. It's quite far up the ingredient list. It has some dimethicone, so it's a silicone. I'm not super fond of silicones in skincare anymore, just because I don't like this feeling. I feel like I have a film on my face, although they're not bad for skin whatsoever, at least not in my opinion. And there's a lot of oils in here, a lot of extracts as per usual, vitamin E. So I cannot wait to give this one a go. I really liked the packaging of this one too. Pipettes always get me. I love this type of format for anything, whether it be makeup or skincare. Last but not least, from NeoGen, I found the corresponding cream product to the serum that I just talked about, and it's the Age Defense Cream. Has the same claims and a very similar ingredient list to the serum, so it has a lot of niacinamide in here as well, some dimethicone, vitamin E, vegetable oil, a lot of extracts as I mentioned before. I like me some mushroom extract actually, so this one has a lot of this as well, and I like the feeling that it leaves on skin. It's not super rich, it's still rather light. I mean, it's always dependent on how much moisturizer you like to use, but I like the feeling that it leaves. It makes my skin very smooth feeling, and yeah, so far I actually really like what I found from NeoGen Dermalogy. Right, I also found this. I'm a major sucker for cute things like that. This is the Etude House Bubble Tea Sleeping Pack. As soon as I opened the box, I could not contain myself. I had to get it. It looks, oh my god, it truly has some bubbles at the bottom of the cup. Upon application, it feels like water. It feels like you apply nothing on your skin at all. It melts instantaneously into the skin and leaves the skin super hydrated and soft and smooth. And I just love to use it. I'm generally a huge fan of sleeping packs or sleeping masks, whatever you want to call them, because the Korean or Asian kinds leave the best feeling on the skin. They're just so watery and lightweight. The last skincare product that I got in TkMaxx is the Cosmeceuticals Beaute Mediterranea Snail Cream. As I mentioned before, I'm a fan of the snail filtrate, snail secretion, whatever. I like it on my skin. It makes it look really soft and plump and well hydrated. So I tried this one a few times. It has one UV filter, weirdly, so I cannot use it at night, but other than that, the ingredients in here are to die for. Lactic acid, some aloe, niacinamide, there's some allantoin, vitamin E, glycolic acid, malic acid, tartaric acid, and the list goes on. I love this cream. It feels really nice and nourishing, so I like to use about a pump or two for my face in the mornings, and then use my SPF on top, and I'm golden. So as always, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, it would very much help me out if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get more videos in the future. Check out my social media. I'm super active on Instagram, and I try my best to be more active on Snapchat as well. So everything will be linked down below as per usual. And as always, until we meet again.